Welcome to Money Math with Funky Fairy. Math makes money flow. Funky Fairy likes math. She has fun helping others learn math too. One day, Funky Fairy hears a lady yell, "Help! These numbers don't make sense. I don't know how much my bill will be." "That's easy," said Funky. She reaches into her magic bag and pulls out a plus sign. Funky said, "Just use this plus sign to add your bill. Adding makes the number bigger. It tells you the total cost of what you are buying." "Wow, thanks. This plus sign sure is handy. I will use add all the time. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Just then, at the next aisle over, Funky hears a call for help. Funky quickly flies over and asks, "How may I help?" The man replies, "How much should my change be?" "Oh, that is easy," said Funky Fairy. She reaches in her magic bag and pulls out a minus sign. Funky said, "How much you pay, take away or minus your bill equals your change. For example, $10 minus $7 is $3. The man asks, "How did you do that?" Funky replies, "We use take away. That is also called subtract. It makes the number smaller." The man said, "Wonderful! I will use take away all the time. Hey, I just noticed that add and take away are opposites. 10 take away 7 equals 3. Just then a worker complains, "Help!" Funky quickly flies over and asks, "May I help you?" The worker asks, "How do I know how much money I make?" Funky said, "Oh, that is easy." She takes a times sign out of her magic bag. Funky asks the worker a couple of questions. "How many hours did you work?" The worker answers 40. Next, Funky asks, "How much do you make per hour?" $10 per hour is the answer. Funky smiles and said, 40 times 10 equals 400. The worker asks, "How did you do that?" Funky said, "It is easy with times." Times is also called multiply. Multiply makes the number bigger. The worker said, "I will learn the times tables now. Next time I will be able to multiply by myself." Just then, there is a call for help from across the counter. The child said, "I only have $5. How do I know how many cookies I can buy?" "They cost 50 cents each. I want to share with my friends." Funky Fairy said, "That is easy." She grabs a divide sign from her magic bag. Funky said, "The answer is 10. The child asks, "How did you do that?" Funky answers, $5 is 500 cents. So 500 divided by 50 equals you can buy 10 cookies. Funky Fairy laughs. Divide is finding out how many parts are in a whole. For example, there are 8 pieces in this whole pie. Each piece is 1/8. Funky continues. Divide also asks how many of a number are in the total. For example, how many 5s are in 20? The answer is 4. Divide makes the number smaller. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. You can count the fingers, which is 20. You can see the number of hands, which is 4. The child replies, "Hey, I know that divide is the opposite of times." Funky agrees. 5 times 4 equals 20. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. The people at the store clap and clap. Funky Fairy thinks to herself, "What an amazing day. We added bills, subtracted change, multiplied a paycheck, and divided a pie. Money math is very useful, and it tastes good too." The end.